Good, y'all. It's Ronny Exclusive. I want to introduce myself. First of all, I took the name Exclusive and I flipped it. I made an acronym for it. It's spelled IKSCOOLSIV, and it stands for I Know Self because of Outstanding Luminary Synergy and Vessel. And when I made that shit, I just wanted to, I wanted that shit to speak to people, not just like to make myself feel like I'm on a pedestal or some shit, but I want that shit to speak to people, and I wanted motherfuckers to understand like, you exclusive too. And it's kind of like shit. If you know, you know. You feel me? If you know you exclusive, you know you exclusive. So basically, that's what exclusive is about. And yeah, just this is my little, my little hoodie. You feel me? I got the little spelling on the side, right there for y'all. But yeah, today basically I just wanted to talk about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. You feel me? And I feel like that's a good topic for anybody to really dive into, because most people just stick to what the fuck they want to do, and they feel like if they in that little lane right there, then shit, they Gucci and they ain't gotta do shit else. So with me, I knew that for you to go somewhere, for you to do something that you never wanted to do, that you never saw yourself doing rather, or that you feel like, man, like, how the fuck could I really get there? Like, you gotta go within yourself and go do shit that you've never done. You gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta get into a space where it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do me and see what happens. So basically, yeah, I just wanted to get on that topic. I mean, I'm digging in my nose and shit. You know, that's my beard. I mean, my little mustache, rather. I ain't digging in my nose, whatever. But yeah, I basically wanted to talk about being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Basically, the topic today is being comfortable with being uncomfortable. So how I look at it is, if you being comfortable with being uncomfortable, you allowing yourself to grow and take leaps, versus like treading around some shit or saying like, I don't want to, like, it's just like, fuck it. Just go up into that thing fearless. Even if you got a little, just get to that shit. So basically, I had wrote some shit down. I got my little notes or whatever, but I had wrote something down that stuck out to me when I was looking at the phrase being comfortable with being uncomfortable. I said, what does it mean to me? So I had just wrote this. I said, being comfortable with being uncomfortable defines the person that you truly are. In those moments, the universe gives you the opportunity to become better or to see what you need to work on. And I came up with another example. And I was like, what is being comfortable with being uncomfortable? Like, what's an example that people can just look at and see and be like, obviously. So, being black in America, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And then I got another one. Being a young black male leading by example in America is being comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's a whole nother ballgame, because obviously you're subjected to so much bullshit. And no one really has a clear answer of what the fuck is the correct way to whatever. But we have morals, we have principles and understandings, and we vibe with motherfuckers that is exclusive. You feel me? They know they self, and they gonna understand, like, like, they just gonna know you. It's like real recognized real, basically. But back to the subject, as far as just being comfortable with being uncomfortable, just being that young black man in America and trying to lead by example, you gonna go through spaces where shit may not be deemed, that's the status quo, or that's some shit to do. But it's like, in retrospect, like when you looking at it from a more broader view, it's like, this shit is about longevity. This shit is about wealth, health, love, and happiness. Not in that order, but it's just about them 4 pillars. And shit, man, like, you gonna want to go through them spaces, and you gonna want to reach out into the universe and see what the fuck you can pull back for yourself, and see like, yo, can I strengthen myself up from, if I do this, if I do that? And yeah, go be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we getting stronger. We gonna get stronger regardless. You go through your failures, they ain't failures. We either winning or we learning. Winning or we learning. So another thing I had looked up was the process of a diamond. Now, obviously, a diamond comes billions of years later once it goes through its process. And you get what you see today out into the world and all that shit. But the process of it stuck out to me. So this is the process. It was carbon must be presented deep in the Earth's crust. The heat reaches about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Approximately 725,000 pounds of pressure is applied to the carbon. Then the diamond rises to the Earth's surface and cools. The one thing that stuck out to me the most was the process was the carbon. Knowing that we are carbonated beings, this carbon had to be present and went through pressure. It went through conditions where it was uncomfortable. Or at least that's how I think it. But it went through conditions where it was uncomfortable. And it came out on the other side something beautiful and admirable, and just it holds value obviously in people's eye, and they have so much appreciation to it because of how it looks. But like the process that it had to go through, you feel me? It's just like, yeah, like shit, fuck it. This, even thinking of that is just like bringing me to Kendrick Lamar To Pimp a Butterfly or some shit like that. Like, the caterpillar is gonna go through uncomfortable shit, but when it get to a point where it start cocooning and it's just, you feel me? It go through its process, and then afterwards it becomes that butterfly. And it's like the same thing with this diamond. It went through a phase of being uncomfortable, but once you sit with the fact, you know what, I'm going to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, then once you come out on the other side, you feel me, of going through that process, you don't know, you feel me, you're going to see something beautiful. And when you like working out, using weights, your muscle going through an uncomfortable feeling. But when you get through the process, you gain a muscle. You gain a muscle, and that shit look beautiful to look at. You like, I'm strong, motherfucker. Like, what? So, like, topic of today is basically being comfortable with being uncomfortable, and understanding that when you put yourself in spaces that you may not necessarily want to be in, but you have the potential and you have the fucking know-how to just get it done and probably do it better than most people doing it. Shit, man. Then you exclusive, you feel me? But shit, I'm signing out. It's Ronny IKSCOOLSIV.